Get ready because it's time to take a look inside of the week that was Lake Forest College Athletics in this week's episode of Lake Forest College Sports Zone. Here is your host, Cam McGuire.
Hello everybody and welcome back inside Lake Forest College Sports Zone, ready to bring you episode number 3 of the spring season. As always, I'm your host, Cam McGuire, and what a week it was. It snowed this past Sunday in Lake Forest. There's been a lot of cancellations around the athletics here at Lake Forest, but what do you say we start with the softball team, who finally got to play outside on their home grass this past Saturday against Illinois College in a doubleheader, and what do you say we take you out to the pitch? In the bottom of the fourth, in a scoreless game, junior Maddie Trost launched one in the center field and it dropped right in front of the fence, sending home freshman Josie Klein, as it would be an RBI double for Trost, giving the Foresters a 1-0 lead. In the top of the fifth, Illinois College would take a 2-1 lead on a 2 RBI single from junior Haley Lessler down the left field line. The lead did not last long for Illinois College. In the bottom of the fifth, senior Maria Zepeda led things off with a double to left center and reached third on a pass ball. Just one batter later, junior Riley Frisbee bounced one past the shortstop, sending Zepeda home from third, tying the game at 2. Unfortunately for the Foresters, they would fall 4-2 to Illinois College in game number 1 of the doubleheader, as the Lady Blues were able to score 2 runs in the 6th inning. But in game number 2, the Foresters were out-hit 9-5, but came out with a victory 3-1. And then on Monday, the Foresters were back in action, a doubleheader at Ripon, a game that was postponed earlier in the season, and it would be 2 shutouts for the Foresters, one behind junior Missy Diekman-Meyer and the other from senior Kira Lenzi. The Foresters took game number 1 1-0, and then game number 2 a score of 10-0. In game number 1, Diekman-Meyer pitched in the first game, allowing just 5 hits and recorded 7 strikeouts. Lenzi only allowed 3 hits and just 1 walk in the Foresters' 10-0 win in game number 2 and produced 3 strikeouts for her team-leading 5th win on the season. Foresters currently sit in 3rd place in the Midwest Conference. Monmouth, as you see on the screen in front of you, is in 1st place 10-2, and then St. Norbert College is 9-3. Both those teams the Foresters have yet to play. They will play them in doubleheaders later in the season. Well, the Foresters men's golf team was supposed to play in 3 events this past week, and they only played in 1 due to weather, and it came on Saturday at the Wisconsin Lutheran Invitational. The Foresters would finish tied for 5th as a team out of 15 teams, and once again, it would be junior Jacob Krugman leading the way, as Krugman finished +3 on the day, a 75, which tied for 5th in the tournament. 5 birdies for the junior, which tied for 1st out of anyone in the field. Following just behind him was Ricky Schmidt, who shot a 76, and then Elijah Collins firing a 77. The women's tennis team improved their record this past weekend to 17-3, and they had a big win against Wheaton College, which came on the road for the Foresters. And the Foresters were ranked 17th in the region coming into the match, and Wheaton was ranked 14th, and the Foresters blasted them, winning the match 7-2. They won 4 out of 6 singles matches and won all 3 of their doubles matches, which was highlighted by number 2 doubles Tierney Miller and Allison Watts. And for Watts, it was her 157th combined win overall, moving her into an all-time record with fellow teammate Christy Valicenti, who graduated in 2016. Well, it was a busy weekend for the men's tennis team this past weekend. 3 matches, and they won 2 out of 3 of them. Starting on Saturday at St. Norbert College, it would be a 6-3 win, and then later in the afternoon, a 9-0 win at Ripon. Well, senior Matt Kaysen was 4 for 4 on the day in number 1 singles and number 1 doubles. Sophomore Aiden Burke and sophomore Brant Christensen were also 4-0 on the day. The Foresters were edged out on Sunday against Lawrence 5-4. Well, taking a look at the standings now in the Midwest Conference, your screen in front of you, Grinnell is 8-0 this season. Foresters are 2nd in the conference with an overall record in Midwest Conference play of 6-1. Well, when we're recording this right now, the Foresters in action this afternoon against Dominican University, and then they will not be in action until the Midwest Conference Tournament in Madison, Wisconsin on April 26th and April 27th. It was another record-breaking performance this past weekend for the track team at the UW Platteville Invitational and at the Carroll University Alumni Open. Well, senior Christian Aldana came runner-up in the 5,000 meter run Saturday morning with a time of 15:21:17, which broke the school record set by junior Phillip Wilson just 2 weeks ago. But the record would not hold for long, as Wilson would regain the record later in the afternoon, coming up with a time of 15:20:62, and it's been a record-setting season so far for sophomore Yaneli Guijardo. 5,000 meter run, this time a time of 19:08:70. Well, that was the week that was in Lake Forest College athletics. What do you say we preview the upcoming week, and we'll start with the men's golf team on Friday and Saturday at Take Back the Night Challenge in Decatur, Illinois at Red Tail Run Golf Course. Then on Tuesday at Carthage College, the Spring Invitational at Kenosha Country Club in Somers, Wisconsin. The women's tennis team this Saturday versus Kalamazoo College at 9 a.m. and then Edgewood at 3:30 p.m. Both of those right here at Lake Forest College. It's Alumni Day and Senior Day. Track back in action this Thursday and Friday. Thursday at Augustana Invitational and Friday at the University of Dubuque Good Friday Open. Softball, a busy weekend for them. Friday versus UW Whitewater at home, 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. And then Saturday versus St. Norbert. Games that were supposed to be played on March 31st are finally getting played, 12:30 and 2:30 right here at the college. And then women's golf is going to be back in action, just their second tournament of the spring at the UW Whitewater Spring Fling at the Beloit Club in Beloit, Wisconsin. Well, the weather's crazy in April, so stay tuned and stay up to date with the athletic events, changes, cancellations, and postponements on GoForesters.com. Well, this has been another episode of Lake Forest College Sports Zone. As always, go Foresters.